I'm Stan Lee, editor of the Marvel Comics group of superhero comic magazines.
Hey, true believers, let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Stan Lee. Born Stanley Martin Lieber on December 28, 1922, in the bustling city of New York, Stan Lee would go on to become a cultural icon, but his beginnings were humble. Born Stanley Lieber in 1922, this kid from the Bronx lived and breathed the American dream. Growing up in the Bronx, a borough known for its vibrant culture and diverse population, young Stan was surrounded by a melting pot of stories and experiences that would later fuel his creative genius. He grew up during the Great Depression, but his imagination soared. Despite the economic hardships that defined the era, Stan found solace in the world of books. His parents, Romanian-born Jewish immigrants, struggled to make ends meet, but they instilled in him the values of hard work and perseverance. He devoured pulp fiction, adventure stories, and anything he could get his hands on. These stories were his escape, his window into worlds far beyond the confines of his small apartment. Characters like Tarzan, Sherlock Holmes, and the heroes of pulp magazines sparked his imagination and ignited his passion for storytelling. From a young age, Stan showed a knack for storytelling. He would often entertain his friends and family with tales of adventure and heroism, showcasing a talent that would later define his career. His love for writing was evident, and he spent countless hours crafting stories and honing his skills. He wrote and directed plays in school, dreaming of one day seeing his words come to life. His teachers and peers recognized his talent, and he quickly became known for his creativity and leadership. These early experiences in storytelling and directing laid the foundation for his future endeavors in the world of comics. Little did he know, he'd eventually be doing that on a scale he couldn't even imagine. The theater was just the beginning. Stan's dreams were boundless. He envisioned a future where his stories would reach millions, and he was determined to make that dream a reality. Stan's early life was marked by hard work and a relentless drive to succeed, qualities that would later define his career. He took on various odd jobs to help support his family, all the while nurturing his passion for writing. His resilience and determination were unwavering, even in the face of adversity. His first job at age 17 was a gopher at Timely Comics. Talk about fate, this opportunity was a turning point in his life. Timely Comics, which would later become Marvel Comics, was the perfect place for a young, aspiring writer to learn the ropes of the industry. He filled inkwells, fetched lunch, and dreamed of the day his stories would grace those pages. It was a humble beginning, but Stan saw it as a golden opportunity. He was surrounded by talented artists and writers, and he soaked up every bit of knowledge he could. Stan saw it as a foot in the door, a chance to learn the ropes of the comic book world. He observed the creative process, studied the art of storytelling, and learned the intricacies of the comic book industry. His enthusiasm and dedication did not go unnoticed. He was eager, hungry, and ready to make his mark. Stan's passion and drive were evident to everyone around him. He knew that this was just the beginning, and he was determined to seize every opportunity to prove himself. Little did he know, he was on the path to becoming one of the most influential figures in the world of comics. Stan quickly rose through the ranks at Timely Comics. He started out writing filler text and simple scripts, but his natural talent shone through. By the early 1940s, he was promoted to editor. He wrote under various pseudonyms, including Stan Lee, which he later adopted as his legal name. Stan's early work reflected the popular genres of the time: superheroes, war stories, horror, and even romance. He churned out scripts at a breakneck pace, contributing to the war effort with patriotic tales of Captain America punching Hitler in the face. He honed his craft, experimenting with dialogue, pacing, and character development. This period was Stan's boot camp, where he learned the ins and outs of the comic book biz. He wasn't afraid to take risks, to try new things, and most importantly, to entertain the readers. Little did he know his biggest gamble was yet to come. By the 1960s, the golden age of comics had faded. Superheroes were out of vogue, replaced by horror, romance, and crime comics. Timely Comics had become Atlas Comics, and Stan was growing restless. He was tired of formulaic stories. He yearned to create something different, something revolutionary. Then, in 1961, inspiration struck. Stan, along with the brilliant artist Jack Kirby, created the Fantastic Four. This wasn't your typical superhero team. They bickered, they had flaws, they felt real. The Fantastic Four were a hit, and the Marvel Universe was born. Stan followed this success with a string of iconic characters: Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, the X-Men, Daredevil, Iron Man, the Avengers, the list goes on. These weren't just heroes in tights, they were complex, relatable characters grappling with real-world problems. Stan Lee wasn't just a writer and editor, he was a born showman. His charisma and enthusiasm were palpable, making him a natural at captivating audiences. Whether he was speaking to a small group of fans or addressing a massive crowd, Stan had a unique ability to connect with people on a personal level. He understood the power of promotion and used his larger-than-life personality to champion Marvel and its characters. Stan knew that to make Marvel a household name, he had to be its most vocal advocate. He tirelessly promoted the brand, ensuring that Marvel's heroes became cultural icons. He wrote a monthly column, Stan's Soapbox, connecting directly with fans. In these columns he shared his thoughts, dreams, and even his frustrations, creating a bond with readers that went beyond the pages of the comics. Stan's Soapbox was a platform where he could speak candidly, and fans eagerly awaited each new installment. He traveled to college campuses, giving energetic lectures about the power of imagination and storytelling. These lectures were more than just talks, they were performances. Stan's dynamic presence and infectious enthusiasm inspired countless young minds to explore their own creativity and embrace the world of comics. He engaged in public debates about the merits of comics as a literary art form. Stan was a staunch defender of the medium, arguing passionately that comics were a legitimate and valuable form of storytelling. His debates and discussions helped elevate the status of comics in the eyes of the public and the literary community. Stan's passion was infectious, and he became the face of Marvel Comics, a tireless advocate for the medium he loved. His enthusiasm for comics was evident in everything he did, and it inspired a generation of fans and creators. Stan's dedication to his craft and his unwavering belief in the power of comics left an indelible mark on the industry. He instilled a sense of community among readers, creating the Merry Marvel Marching Society fan club and encouraging interaction through letter columns. This fan club was more than just a marketing tool. It was a way for fans to feel connected to each other and to the creators of their favorite comics. Stan's efforts to build this community helped foster a sense of belonging among Marvel readers. Stan understood that comics weren't just about the stories, they were about the shared experience, the sense of belonging they fostered. He recognized that the true magic of comics lay in their ability to bring people together, to create a shared universe where fans could immerse themselves and connect with one another. This sense of community was a cornerstone of Marvel's success. He turned readers into true believers, one Excelsior at a time. Stan's signature catchphrase, Excelsior, became a rallying cry for fans, embodying his optimistic spirit and unwavering belief in the power of imagination. Through his words and actions, Stan Lee left an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and unite fans around the world. The house that Stan built, Marvel's rise to cultural dominance. Under Stan Lee's guidance, Marvel Comics exploded in popularity. It wasn't just about the stories or the characters. It was about the way Stan connected with his audience. He had a unique ability to understand what people wanted and needed from their heroes. The company became a pop culture powerhouse, its characters gracing lunchboxes, toys, and even a short-lived series of psychedelic cartoons. These items became cherished collectibles, symbols of a new era in entertainment. Stan's creations resonated with a generation hungry for heroes who reflected their own complexities. Spider-Man, for instance, was not just a superhero. He was Peter Parker, a teenager dealing with everyday problems like school, work, and relationships. He tapped into the zeitgeist, exploring themes of social justice, prejudice, and the responsibilities that come with great power. His stories were not just escapism, they were a mirror reflecting the societal issues of the time. The X-Men, with their mutant abilities serving as an allegory for racial and social minorities, became a powerful symbol of tolerance and acceptance. They taught readers that being different was not something to be ashamed of, but something to be celebrated. Stan's stories weren't afraid to tackle difficult issues, sparking conversations about diversity, discrimination, and the human condition. He used his platform to challenge the status quo and encourage his readers to think critically about the world around them. He understood that comics, with their vibrant art and fantastical stories, could be a powerful tool for social commentary. The colorful pages of Marvel Comics were more than just entertainment. They were a canvas for exploring deep and meaningful themes. Marvel's rise to prominence wasn't just about superhero adventures, it was about reflecting the changing world and inspiring readers to make a difference. The stories of Marvel heroes were intertwined with the real-life struggles and triumphs of the people who read them. As Marvel expanded into movies and television, its influence only grew. The Marvel Cinematic Universe brought these beloved characters to life on the big screen, reaching an even wider audience and solidifying Marvel's place in popular culture. The success of the Marvel movies was not just due to their spectacular special effects or star-studded casts. It was because they stayed true to the spirit of the original comics, capturing the essence of what made these characters so special. Today, Marvel's influence can be seen everywhere, from the toys children play with to the clothes people wear. Marvel has become a part of our cultural fabric, a testament to the enduring power of Stan Lee's vision. Stan Lee's legacy lives on in the pages of Marvel Comics and the hearts of fans around the world. His stories continue to inspire new generations, reminding us all that with great power comes great responsibility. Marvel's rise to cultural dominance is a story of creativity, innovation, and the enduring power of storytelling. It's a story that continues to unfold, with new heroes and new adventures waiting just around the corner.